Okay. All right. We are up. We're in here. We are live. Welcome back. I'm gonna start a new thing with this channel. Instead of like me making videos all the time, I think what I want to do is more of a live stream type thing because I really want to connect with the audience, and I really want to give you my story, and I want to be real authentic and be um, as transparent with you as I can be. Um, yeah. So so this give me a sec here. All right. So right now, if you all don't know, what we're going to be talking about, the topic for tonight is self-reflection and adaptation. All right. And why are these things important? Uh, okay. Um, this is still a video series. This is like unlocking your motivation and everything like that. What this is going to be centered around and what this is really going to be focused on is finding your inner self, discovering secrets that that you need to unlock, your hidden potential or something that, people are just telling you all the time. Like for me, I had people tell me all the time that, I'm not going to amount to anything, that I'm nothing special, this, that, and the other. And that just could not be further from the truth. I've done great things in my life. I've been able to do great things, and there's no reason why you can't do those great things too. All right. So just first and foremost, I have to put that out there because it's part of my story. Um, self reflection, self reflection. What this really revolves around, right, is it revolves around us, us as men, us as leaders, us as the people that a family, the fatherly figures, brothers. We have to be able to tell ourselves at some point or another that our crap stinks, and that we have to be able to sit there and say like, okay, well, maybe I'm not the best at doing such and such, but let me take it all in and express, that I can be better. And I think that's probably one of the things that I've learned in my life, that I can't always just be thinking to myself that that I'm good at everything, or that I'm just always gonna be the best at everything, because that's you know simply just not true. Um, yeah. So looking at this, because I got my notes right here. I'm a bit of a techie, and I'm trying to get this all situated. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Why is this valuable? Why is self reflection valuable? It's valuable because it gives you the power to see what you're doing right, to see what you're doing wrong, and then to build on that. Because once you build on that, you're going to be able to make yourself better. Because in life, like the way I'm looking at this is you have to constantly be in trying to improve your position, like whether this be your position financially, your position in your relationship, or your position at your work, at your job, in your business, or like whatever the case may be. It's all about improving, and improving is the cornerstone of what it is that we do. Because if we're not improving, then we're just hanging out, and I don't want to just be hanging out. I want to be moving forward, because like we only get one life to live in, and in that life you're going to make mistakes. And in life, sometimes after you get to moving around a lot, you get to doing things here and there, and then you sit up one day and realize like, oh, it's been a year, oh, it's been 2 years, oh, it's been 3 years, And that's the kind of stuff that, you know, self-reflection comes in. Like that's when that comes in. It comes in once you realize that I have done things, and now I need to sit back and say, what did I do right, what did I do wrong, and then how can I move forward. And that's why it's important to see that, uh, that self-reflection. That's why it is important to have that. um, so uh, common question to that might be like, how do you do that self reflection? Like, what does that look like? Well, for me, it looks like journaling. For me, it looks like talking about it with maybe it's like some close friends, like in my inner circle. For me, it looks like writing in my tablet. I have, for me, I have a lot of tablets and stuff like that, man. I got tablets, computers, all this stuff. I got it all like in the cloud linked together. So it's easy to kind of find it. But that is what self reflection looks like. It looks like just doing yoga. It looks like meditation, and it looks like being called out on like everything that you have been a part of. Yeah, and it's essentially chewing yourself out and being honest, because you can't do like real self reflection without being honest. If you're not being honest with yourself, how can you be honest with other people, or how can you be take real advice or real criticism from other people if you're not trying to bring that in yourself, like trying to actually be honest with yourself, like, hey, it's time for me to lose weight, or hey, you know I need to figure something out. Hold on, sorry. So just real quick, the video I uploaded yesterday in the live stream, so it didn't finish uploading for whatever reason, so I'm finishing it up right now. It's pretty raw, unedited, just straight up whatever it is that I said in that. Please go check that out when it does get up. Yeah, and we should be good. All right. Self-reflection and adaptation. So right now, what I want to do is I want to share some of the insights that I've gained through self-reflection. All right. In this video that I'm posting, I'm talking about some of the failures that I went through, and I'm talking about how those things carried me or didn't carry me into who I am now. So like I just have to say that with growth, or to achieve the status or the place of growth, you have to be willing to get torn down. And getting torn down means you have to take a step out of the race, that you have to step out of the game for a moment. You need to go sit on the bench and have the coach tell you, hey, you're not playing how you should be. You're not taking care of yourself. And I said this before, but things that get tracked and things that get measured, those things get improved on. And when you take the time to do self-reflection, especially with me, I noticed it with me. When I take the time to self-reflect and say, I'm doing this wrong, I'm not putting my all into it. I'm not really putting a good foot forward into, being that, not being in that mind space, in that headspace. And it is a problem. Like, it is a problem because, how can I expect to succeed if I can't be honest with myself? It all comes full circle. Like all of it comes full circle. And there's no there's no shade thrown at anybody. There's no thing like that. But for me, I often found that I improved the most in the things that I've always done when I've had a schedule, when I've documented my journey, when I've done things like that, because I always have a reference point to look back to. And then I could say, well, when I tried doing this thing the first time, it didn't work out. Or, when I tried doing this thing the second, the third, fourth, fifth time, like, oh, hey, what's the common denominator? And in this video that I'm uploading, I go through some of those things. It's about, it should be up pretty soon. It's almost done. But, and I wanted to hop on here. And I think what I'm going to start doing more often is hopping on here. I want to hop on here and I want to just show you all my journey. And I want to enlighten you all to what I go through, because this is a realistic thing. Like, I was at work. I worked and I came home, and then I had to deal with like family stuff. I had to deal with putting together a dresser. I had to deal with buying clothes for kids, like all of it. and I still have to find time to do the things that I need to do and do the things that I want to do. And, having a family, balancing a life and all that, it 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 all ties in together with work-life balance, which comes down to your what comes down to your self-reflection and adapting to those things. So this is how you achieve that. You have to reflect on things in life, and this is just kind of how I've done it, and it's worked out for me so far, and I think it's going to continue to work, and I think it's going to help you too. And if you do have questions, I'm gonna live stream more. I think I like doing this better. It's easier for my schedule because then I don't have to worry about editing. I can just go straight into the live stream, and if I choose to edit later, then I can do so. This is just better for me to do that. And yeah, I think it might be better to get more content out on a consistent basis. So I just want to let you all know that. And yeah. So this is going to fall into the playlist. I'm going to make a playlist of all this stuff. I'm going to revamp this channel, make a bunch of playlists, coordinating with the things that I think match. So that way you kind of have all of this stuff in one space, and you can continue to, work on everything and see those videos. It only gets better from here. Everything with repetition, and you can use this channel as one of those things. Is repetition. What's the word I'm looking for? Y'all know what I'm talking about. With with the repetition, consistency, and everything like that. As you do things, as you measure it, and you best believe I'm going to put all this stuff in my calendar for when I'm going to do live streams. They don't have to be long or anything like that. It's getting the information out because I know that people need to see this. I know people want to see this, and I'm happy to have all of you here to see this with. It's great. It's wonderful. Please enjoy it. All right. Okay. All right. This is just a short little stream that I wanted to get started. If we do something later, I'll write up my lesson plan, and eventually I'm gonna do the course. And yeah, I'm gonna have a course available for purchase and all that. I also wanted to have a free course for my guys out there that aren't able to financially support it or afford it yet. Pricing and all that stuff will be determined later on at a later date. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.